Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and we're going to take an in-depth look into Aran Franklin. I'm here actually with Dave Franklin from Aran Franklin Engineering. Dave, thanks for joining us. You know, y'all are a big part of Bolivar Peninsula. From before Ike, after Ike, a big rebuild, and you're still going strong over here. But let's talk about we're in that season. It's hurricane season.
Right.
And y'all have a strong home inspection program. Let's talk a little bit about that and what that can do for people down the road.
Right. Well, we started that program a few years back, and we've had some good success with it. And it's essentially what it is it's we go in and if you're a homeowner or a renter, a lot of these are second homes. People aren't always out there all the time. We go out and we do an inspection of the exterior of the home. We can even go into the home, look at a lot of the components inside as well. We give you a stamped engineered report on the condition of your home prior to or during hurricane season. So if there is that storm that comes up, after the storm is when all the issues start, and you're having to deal with insurance adjusters and desk adjusters, and it's really good to have that report in your hand saying this was the condition of my home prior to the storm, and here's what we're dealing with now.
So. And this is a yearly inspection, and you can do payments on it, can't
right,
you?
Yeah, you can do a payment plan on it. We have a lot of our customers, they just put it comes out to $26 or $27 a month, and depending on the house size, and they just put it on, we just bill their credit card, and then we send them a reminder out at 11 months saying, hey, we're going to be coming to your house in the next couple of weeks, and go out, do our inspection, look at things. And we found some things, we've gone out, one of the ones we recently did, we found some bad pilings, we found some loose handrails on a rental property that could have been a real potential issue for the client. They were able to correct that really quickly, get that taken care of. And anytime you have a rental property, you're subject to having liability on that, and lawsuits and litigation. And
what I was looking at is if you have it done in April or May, hurricane season starts in June. We have a Laura or something come in where we get some wind, a little bit of rain, but all of a sudden you have a roof leak because maybe we had a strong north wind and your house was susceptible to it. You get a leak. Well, the first thing the insurance adjuster in my eyes is going to say is, oh, well, that roof's 20 years old. It should have been replaced, or it probably had damage. But if you have an inspection report from Aran Franklin that shows in April or May, this home was inspected by an engineer with a stamp, that gives you some leverage to say, hey, those windows were fine. It was the wind-driven rain that did it, or the handrail was fine. It's the horseplay that did it. It gives you a little bit of leverage, I would think.
It does, and I can tell you, so we recently, they had the tornadoes there in Deer Park, Texas, and we had done a structural inspection for a person purchasing a building prior to that. Well, so we did a complete inspection of everything, gave them an evaluation, and well, then after that little tornado hit, they didn't want to pay for a roof. We showed all the damage that was on the roof. We showed all the damage to the air conditioners on top. We were able to go in there and take our report that we had done for them previous, and they got a substantial amount more money because they were saying, oh, well, that's deferred maintenance there. That's that. How do we know that was from wind? So they, a lot of times, you're dealing with adjusters. At least it gives you something to go back to and say, this is what it was before.
Right, right. And that's, we saw that in Ike down here. Was it a tornado? Was it rising water? Was it driven water? And so, when you have a major storm, and if you haven't been through one, Dan and I always talk about insurance. It's not a matter of if you're going to need it. It's just a matter of when you're going to need it. And with this inspection, for less than $1 a day to have an engineer come out and inspect a home, put his stamp of approval, or this is what needs to be fixed on it, that stands ground whenever, if for some reason it ever had to get to a court situation or a mediation. You've got proof.
That's true, and like I said, you have all of those benefits, and then in addition to that, you know, you have people who we look at houses every day. That's what we
Right.
do. And a lot of times you look at your house and you say, okay, well, everything looks fine. Or I see you know, what you think is a problem, and we'll look at it and we'll say, well, that's really not. You just need to do this and that, and everything will be fine.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Well, if people want to get hold of you, can they go to your website and then email you off that?
They can go to our website and email us. We have a whole strong home inspection program page, and you
Okay.
just link to that. Put in your information. We'll give you a price and let you know square footage dependent. And then there's different levels you can go to. Most people do just the general. They want the outside. We do have some people who want a little higher degree. Their homes are getting a little bit older, and we go in and we take FLIR cameras and we look at all the ductwork and the attic
Right.
system, and then we get in the attic and then look at all the components of the home and just make sure everything's still in good shape. So,
Great, great. Well, if you want to go to their website, you can find them at aranfranklin.com, and they do a whole lot of work over here, from home design to structural engineering to you name it, and they can take care of it over here. Drainage, I think y'all do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, we do
don't you?
civil design,
Civil?
drainage. Yep.
Great. So we'll be back next week with more information on an in-depth look into Aran Franklin Engineering. They don't have an office here, but they have an office in Beaumont and in Houston, League City area, isn't it?
Texas City.
Texas
Yes, sir.
City area.
Yep.
So they're real easy to get to, and they do have a gentleman over here, at least one gentleman, just about every day, don't you?
We have a full-time inspector over here. Right now we have two.
Two?
Yeah, we have two
Great.
that are going. So
Great. Well, we'll be back next week with another show with Aran Franklin. Until then, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye.